3 only. Okay,
Three
fine.
only, sir.
Yes. 3, 6, because I see so many other networks here. I don't know. Okay, 7. And you have RL, which is network B. Positive, negative. 12 volt. This is 12 volt, 3 ohm, 6 ohm and 7 ohm, and this is RL. So what I asked is to find the power in that load resistance RL. Okay, so power in the load resistance RL, what you get, this is IL square RL. This is how you get. Okay, so in order to get IL, what we have to do, first we have to apply Thevenin's theorem to this network A. To this network A, we have to apply Thevenin's theorem. Or what is this? Network A only. Network A, we have to apply Thevenin's theorem. And what are the terminals? Load terminals A and B. So first what we have to do, first remove that RL and just transform this whole network into Thevenin equivalent. Yes. So first you remove, after removing what you get, this is 3 ohms and 6 ohms, 7 ohm, and you have positive, negative voltage, right? So 12 volt. This is 6 ohm and 7 ohm. Like this we have. So now, in order to find RThevenin is nothing but RAB. So we have to find equivalent resistance across A and B terminals. So in order to find equivalent resistance while finding RThevenin, first and foremost thing what we have to do is, whatever the voltage or current sources that are present in the network, what we have to do is we have to first make it to 0. Okay, so you have voltage source, 12 volt voltage source is there. So if you make it to 0, whether you short circuit or an open circuit, you will do short circuit or open circuit. Obviously short circuit. Yes, so you have to short circuit the voltage source and we will find what is the RThevenin. If you short circuit, you can replace this voltage source with a single line like this. Yeah. Now tell me what is RAB. If you find RAB, R equivalent, you will get RThevenin. Tell me.
9, sir.
So R equivalent is equal to 9. That is RThevenin. So Thevenin resistance, you got it? Yes or no? Thevenin resistance you got. Now try to find what is Thevenin voltage across the same
8,
two
sir.
terminals. Across the same two terminals, what we have to do is we have to find voltage. We have to find voltage. Try to find. I only told 10 minutes late. So why people are coming 20 minutes late? 10 minutes and 20 minutes and ankunara. So voltage A and B. So this open circuit voltage we have to find. If you find VAB, that is nothing but V Thevenin. Okay. So how to find VAB? How to find VAB? So in order, anytime if you want to find voltage, first we have to give polarities, positive and negative. And after giving polarities, go from positive to negative. Here it is an open circuit. We have not of course we have made intentionally open circuit, but the thing is it is a open circuit. No current will be flowing in this resistance, open circuited resistance. Here initially this is 3, 6, and this is what, 7, right? Now what is the voltage? So always, okay, VAB, always we have to give polarities, go from positive to negative. Next 7 into some current, let us say 7 into I7, okay, plus 6 into some I6. What is the current that is flowing through 6 ohm? What is the current that is flowing through 7 ohm? Here you are seeing an open circuit, guys. So if you see a open circuit, there won't be any current flowing through 7 ohm. So open circuit means the current through 7 ohm will be 0. So the current I7 is equal to 0. So I7, it is 0. Now tell me, what is I6?
12 by 9.
12 by
Yes, it is 12 by 9. Why it is 12 by 9? It is a simple loop. It is a simple loop, and you are having a resistances that are connected in series. So it becomes I6. The same I6 current will be also flowing here, and it is a simple loop which is having 1 voltage and 2 resistances. So it will be I6 is equal to 12 divided by 9. Okay. So what is VAB? Now tell me, somebody told 8. Have you got 8, man? 12 by 9 is the current that is flowing through 6 ohm. Now you got it. Current, you got it? Okay, yes. So if you multiply it, then you might get VAB is equal to 6 into 12 divided by 9. 3 2s are 3 3s are 3 1s are 3 4s are. So you get 8 volts.
8, sir.
So VAB is equal to 8 volts. So that means VAB is equal to VThevenin. You can write VAB as VThevenin. Now have you replaced this whole circuit with a Thevenin equivalent? Have you replaced? That whole circuit can be replaced. Okay, I will go for the... yes. So 8 volts.
9 ohm resistor.
Yes.
9 ohm resistance.
So it is 8 volt. 8 volt and 9 ohm resistor. 9 ohm resistor and 8 volt voltage source. So, and these two are connected between the same two terminals, A and B. Now just go and connect the load resistance RL, network B. RL. Now in order to find power in load resistance, what we have to find? IL square into RL. Yes or no? I square R. Okay. How to get the current? It is a single loop, simple loop, which is having 1 voltage and 2 resistances. What happens to IL? Tell me first. 8 divided by 9 plus RL is the current. Now if you want to get PL, it is 8 divided by 9 plus RL whole square into RL. This is the expression for power, load power. That's it, simple. Okay, so let's go for 2 to 3 problems on Thevenin's theorem, and then we will stop. Okay, Norton's is also there, right? So after this is done, we will also... So there is a small difference between Norton's and Thevenin's. Here, in the case of Thevenin's, what we did, okay. Okay. After doing these problems, I will tell. Okay. Question. It's 9 volt, 4 ohm, 6 ohm, 4 ohm, 5 ohm, and 2 ohm. So what I want you to find is 2 ohms. Using Thevenin's theorem, find current through 2 ohm resistor. How much time will you take?
Sir, polarities AB.
Okay. So no, I'm not giving any polarities. This is the question. You have to decide. I just asked. So first we have to do, we have to see what is the element. Yes. And we have to remove. And what is the response also you see. You have to remove and find the, transform the rest of the circuit into Thevenin equivalent. Polarity is your wish. You can take anyway. So take 5 minutes and tell me. I hope you have noted down.
6/23, sir.
Yes, what you got? Answer.
6/23.
6/23 is the current.
Yes, sir.
6/23, just calculate and tell me. VTH, what you got?
42/23, sir.
Just tell me in decimals.
Okay, sir.
0.26.
0.226. Very good. Yes. Is it current? Deepa? Are you Deepa?
No, sir. Bhargavi.
Bhargavi. Okay. The slightest and lightest voice is Bhargavi. I have to remember. Remember. Okay. Okay, Bhargavi. Yes, you are right. Bhargavi, you are right. Good. 6/26. What you got? The other guy. Just respond in the chat box so that I will know who is answering. Yes, Shishidhar, you are right. 0.26. 0.26 amps or 260.8 milliamp. So that is also right. Good. Jawhar, you are also right. Yes. Okay. Now, so now we are coming to Norton's theorem. So same, everything is same in the Norton's theorem. Everything is same. So that question, shall I do this question or will you take it for homework? Everything is same. Using Thevenin's theorem, we have to find current in 2 ohm resistor. So here you have to find resistor. So what you will do, we will first remove this circuit, this 2 ohm resistor, and we will find VThevenin and RThevenin. If you are finding RThevenin, what you are getting? 4 plus 6, that is 10. 10 in parallel with 4. Parallel combination is in series with 5 ohm. You'll get RTH. So RTH will be parallel combination of 10 and 4, that is in series with 5 ohm. So this is RTH. How much you get RTH? You have to get 7.857 ohms. Yes. And VTH, how to find VTH? Anyway, we don't know what is the current. So if you remove this resistance, this 5 ohms is in the open circuit. If this is in the open circuit, the current flowing through 5 ohms will be 0. Current flowing through 5 ohms will be 0. And what happens to the voltage? So whatever the current voltage across 4 ohms will be the voltage across the open circuit. That's it. Right. So if you see, what is the voltage? So VTH you have to get 2.571 volt. Okay. So this is how you get, you just try. So even now, if you don't understand, just go to home. So you are in home, right? So just sit on this problem, try to get the answers. Okay. Once you get VTH and RTH, directly connect these two in series, and 2 ohms is again connected to AB terminals, and find out what is the current. So you will get 260.8 milliamps or 0.26 amps. That's it. Now, in case of Norton's theorem, so there is only one difference between Thevenin's and Norton's. Same thing. The first step in the Norton's is same. Just remove RL, remove load resistance RL. Second, Second, what you do is, so this network, unknown network you have, right? So generally, in the case of the Thevenins, we will convert it into a voltage source and resistance, and those two are connected in series. But now you can see here, so we are converting this network into a current source and a resistance. So this resistance, Norton resistance, Rn is nothing but Norton resistance is equal to R Thevenin. Thevenin resistance and Norton resistance, nothing change. So everything is same. Okay. So find Rn, which is nothing but RTH. How you find RTH? Same way you find. Okay. So what you have to do? Open circuit. If you have any voltage sources, short circuit. If you have any current sources, open circuit and find equivalent resistance across the terminals where you are taking out that resistor, right? So you'll get Rn like that. Now third and most important is you have to find Norton current. What is this Norton current? So this is what we have to discuss. Norton current is nothing but, so here we are open circuiting, we are removing that circuit. So let us say there is a network. We are removing that load resistance. So you have A and B. Now, previously we have kept it as an open circuit and find out what is VAB, that is open circuit voltage we found. Now, if you want to find the current, that is IN, equivalent Norton current, what we have to do is we should not leave it as open circuit, but we have to short circuit. Short circuit these two terminals. So if you short circuit these two terminals, okay. So always if you see a short circuit, definitely there will be a current flowing through the short circuit, and this current we have to find. This current is nothing but Norton current. This current is nothing but Norton current. And so the equivalent. So now you got IN and RN. So now what we have to do is we have to replace this network with an equivalent, Norton equivalent. First, replace it with the current source of IN, replace, and this RN, previously in Thevenin's case, you have replaced, you have connected that Thevenin resistance in series with VThevenin. Here you have to connect Norton resistance in parallel with IN. That is the only difference we have made. That's it, A and B. So again, after finding the Norton equivalent, just reconnect that load resistance which you have disconnected. That is load resistance RL, and this is RN. Understood or not? Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So no energy in the last class. Okay. So I will give you one question. Please try to find out that question. So the same question. Previously, at the beginning of the class, we have done one question. Same question, but little change. What I will do is, I will source transformation this one. I'll transform this into current source and resistance, and then I will find. One more time you want, Asogwa? Asogwa, shall I repeat it?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you understood Thevenin's theorem?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you understood. Okay. So how to find R Thevenin you understood?
Yes, sir.
R Thevenin you understood. So here you see there won't be any difference in finding Norton resistance or Thevenin resistance. Up to this point, everything is same. The third point is finding the Norton current. Finding the Norton current. So here, previously, while we are finding VThevenin voltage, we are finding the voltage across the open circuited terminals. We are finding the voltage across open circuited terminals. Here, we are not finding the voltage, but we have to find a current. So if it is an open circuit, there is no point, there is no question you will have current. You won't have any current in case of open circuit. What you have to do is, we have to short circuit the two terminals. Wherever you have opened, that means you have taken out that load, right? So two terminals will be there, open circuited terminals. So these open circuited terminals you have to short. You have to short. See, same network. Previously there is a load. There is a load resistance. Now we are taking this load resistance out. We took that load resistance out, and what we will do is we'll short circuit this load. We'll short circuit this two terminals. So after short circuiting, we have to find what is the current flowing through this short circuit. That is, short circuit is nothing but I Norton current. Sir, I don't see any voltages or resistances or currents, anything, current sources, anything I cannot see. But how come we get a short circuit? Means with one example, every doubt of yours will be cleared. So don't worry. Network. Understood? So this short circuit current is nothing but Norton current. This is Norton current. And here the Norton equivalent, previously we have connected VThevenin and RThevenin in series. Here I Norton and R Norton must be connected in parallel. And the same AB terminals will be there. The AB terminals will be again reconnected across that AB terminals. We will again reconnect RL. That's it. Right. Understood? Okay. With one example, all your doubts will be cleared. So even if you have any doubt again. Yes. The same example we will take. Previously, first question we have discussed. Same example we will take. Okay, so this is the question. 7 ohm, 6 ohm, and here previously it is 9, so now it became 3. No. Previously also it is 3, and it is 3, but the current source, we did some source transmission. Okay, voltage source and resistance are there in series in the first question. 12 and 3. That means 12 by 3 becomes 4. 4 amps is connected in parallel with 3 ohm. Right. This is RL, A and B. Right. Now try to find what is RN. Norton resistance. First, what we have to do? First, remove that load resistance. Yes. Same. You're getting same. You have to get same. See. So while finding RN, so you are seeing a current source. The current source should be replaced with an open circuit or a short circuit.
Open circuit.
So current sources, all the current sources you have must be replaced with a open circuit. Now once it is done, tell me, if it is open circuit, 3 ohms is connected in parallel with 6. That means, so Rn becomes 3 and 6 are connected in parallel. So that is 2. 2 plus 7, it is 9. Same 9 ohm you are getting. Rn also. Yes. Rn you got 9. Now what we have to do, disconnected, this is disconnected, and if you have to find I Norton. Our aim is to find I Norton. This is 4. Two terminals are A and B. Okay. So here what I told previously, we kept it as open circuit and found out what is the voltage. Now we should not keep it as open circuit. If you keep it as open circuit, no way you can find the current. So we have to make it a short circuit. The Norton means we have to make it a short circuit, and we have to find what is the short circuit current. This short circuit current from A to B. Just look at that. From A to B, we have to find 7, 6, 3. So the current we have to find in 7 ohm branch, because the 7 ohm and the short circuit is in parallel. So you can directly treat it as 7 only. Okay. So how to find the current? You know, this is current source is 4. How to find?
0.91, sir.
Yes, 0.91 you got. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is current. You have to use current division method. So how to use current division method? As 3 and 2 are in parallel, just to replace it with one single resistor. One single resistor you can replace, or so after replacing you will get 2. Okay, and you can make it as a current division also. And that source transformation you can do. If you do source transformation, you will get one voltage and one resistance. So it is a simple loop like that you can find, or you can also do it this way. 4 ohm is there, and this is 2. 3 is in parallel with 6, that is 2, and it is 7. It is 7, right? So in order to find the current here, we have to take adjacent resistance. So you want to find ISC. So ISC is equal to I total into 2 divided by 2 plus 7, that is 9. How much you get? This is how you get 4 into 2 divided by 9. You have to get 8 by 9. This is what you got. ISC 8 by 9 you got. Yes. Okay. So if you are getting 8 by 9, it is right. So ISC, that is nothing but Norton current. That is nothing but Norton current. So Norton current you got, and Norton resistance also you got. So how you replace that circuit? So this is 8 by 9. And there is a resistance, Norton resistance. That is how much? 9, 9, and there is load resistance. Again connect and find what is load power. So you have to get the same thing. Load power must not be changing. Even if you use Norton or Thevenin's, nothing will be changed. Okay, PL is equal to the same 8 by 9 plus RL whole square divided into RL you have to get. That is IL square into RL. So what is IL? Tell me. So if you want to find again current through the resistor, take total current into adjacent current, adjacent resistance divided by total resistance. It will be 8 by 9 into 9 divided by 9 plus RL is
9
the
plus RL.
current that is flowing through load RL, right? So you got current, that means 8 divided by 9 plus RL, same thing you got, yes or no? So what we can conclude, PL also same, 8 divided by 9 plus RL whole square into RL. So PL also same. So what we can conclude is the response won't be changed. The response, there won't be any change in response even if you use Norton's theorem or Thevenin's theorem. Response, or there won't be any change in response even if you use Norton's theorem or Thevenin's theorem. Okay. Now, so I'll give you one more circuit. Last, just as a homework. So I'm thinking whether to discuss the other methods or not, because in Thevenin's theorem, you will have, so this is totally independent sources. Thevenin's theorem with total independent sources. So you also have two more methods, two more configurations in the in Thevenin's case. So with the dependent sources also you will have. So whether to discuss that or not, I'm just thinking, okay, so let me decide tomorrow. Okay. I don't think you will get that kind of questions, simple questions only you will get. But if I discuss, it won't take much time. So 15 to 20 minutes, that's it. I will discuss, no problem. The question. Okay. So this is the question. So what I need you to find is find the Thevenin and Norton equivalent circuits. Find the Thevenin and Norton equivalent circuit for the network. Okay. He's talking something. Wait. So you will definitely don't understand what is this. Okay, just take this one as network B, 1 kilo ohm as network B, and you just convert that into Thevenin's and Norton's equivalent circuit. Okay, and try to find what is the current. Find current in 1 kilo ohm. Okay, right. So this is the homework. Right. Students having doubts can stay, rest, move. Okay, Arvind, answer is 0.44. Let me see. So you're getting current, what is the current you're getting on 8 into 1 divided by 6? How much you have to get is 8 into 1 divided by 6. This is the voltage. 3 is 4 by 3 is voltage. 4 by 3 you have to get, Arvind, current.
Yes, sir.
Or 8 by 6, 4 by 3 has to be the current. Okay, fine. I'm leaving. Bye. Have a good evening. Bye.